Hello, good people. My name is Sheen Kamau, founder of DetoxiSpice.
And my name is June Kogei, co-founder of DetoxiSpice.
DetoxiSpice is a wellness company that was founded to help people cleanse naturally and thrive fully. Are you constipated?
Are you bloated?
Are you struggling with weight loss?
Are you struggling with acne?
Are you struggling with physical transformation?
Are you struggling with growth, self-power?
And are you struggling to stay grounded and probably heal yourself or your inner child?
Then we are here for you.
Buckle up because DetoxiSpice has your back. Follow us on every episode of this podcast to help you thrive fully as we also hold your hand and walk you through this journey of cleansing naturally.
You can find us on our social media platforms at DetoxiSpice Instagram, DetoxiSpice TikTok, and also YouTube, DetoxiSpice.
And also on our email that is detoxispice@gmail.com. See you then. See you on the flip side.
Bye.
Hello, drivers. My name is Sheen.
And my name is June. Welcome to our first episode of Threaded Realities,
where raw meets radiant.
Welcome to the mic. So today's topic, we are going to talk about lymphatic cleansing. To you, what is lymphatic cleansing?
So lymphatic cleansing is simply a routine that is curated to help you cleanse excess toxins from your body by simply draining your lymphatic system. Why is it fundamental? It is fundamental because the lymphatic system does not have any pump to pump around nutrients around the body, as compared to the heart that has the heart to pump blood.
Okay, so when did you first learn about lymphatic cleansing?
I learned about lymphatic cleansing because I really struggled with weight loss. It's something that I always wanted to achieve. That was a goal I dreamily wanted to accomplish. Mama, me nani ataki flat stomach? Exactly. So it's because of that I found something very inspirational within myself. That was the discovery of the lymphatic cleansing routine.
Okay, so when will you know your lymphatic cleansing is wrong? Because sasa sisi kama sisi, we know we are fine, right? We know our diet is fine, everything is fine, we do exercise, but how can we notice like something is wrong with us?
That's a very nice question and very definitive. I'm gonna take your question. So, how do you know your lymphatic system is sluggish? By simply experiencing things like brain fog. Umechoka lakini unashangaa sasa rada akili haifanyi sambamba. So basically that's a brain fog. That is lymphatic system clogging. There is also a lot of weight in you're just adding weight and you're umetoa wapi, like just a lot of weight inatoka tu mahali and then you're eating sana na wendi choo. You see, like basically if the lymphatic system iko clogged, you struggle even with stories za kwenda choo because there's not a whole process of digestion and digestion. That is something we really miss out as people. Yeah, you eat, yes, but are you going to the toilet? You see, that's one of the ways you can also notice that your lymphatic system is clogged. On the other hand, you can also notice a lot of fatigue. Yeah, you just seated, unachoka tu, umeamka kama umechoka, like, whoa, uko tu. Like the whole thing makes you feel very sluggish physically, mentally, and you also lack something I call emotional clarity kwa sababu you're not in touch with your inner self because there's a lot of things clogging that system. Sasa venye unajisikia ni venye mafuta inakuonesha.
So it's not all about digestion, ama it's what is it about? Like, where is the lymphatic nodes? See, you had said that it is a system, right? It means it goes through like the body nini. Because you talked about the heart pumping the blood throughout the body. You said it doesn't have a pump. What is it? What is the lymphatic system? What is the lymphatic fluid? Like, how does it work in the body?
So the lymphatic system may contain things like lymphs, the lymph vessels, the lymph nodes. So basically, these are parts of the body that they do not have a pump. So basically, they rely on blood for the blood to help in transportation of things like oxygen, nutrients, and things like that, hormones around the body. So basically, if you notice some things like that, you notice if it's clogged, then the lymphatic nodes may not be as circulated as expected, because there is not that thing in a pump. So meaning ikiingia kwa mishipa kama ni mafuta haitatoka aje. And if someone does not do any exercises aje. You see, so basically coming to look into it and considering how the whole system works, it's just a very very engaging process, because it engages the lymphatic system, the hormones, the skin, because all of these are detoxing parts of the body, especially the liver. It helps in detoxifying. It helps in balancing of hormones. In case you have excess hormones in a balance, that is one of the works of the liver. And if the detoxification process is not it's not clean enough, uta notice they will be having the response of the detox system in a response through the skin. So basically, kwa sababu liver is supposed to be doing that detoxing process.
So you will know, how will you know by the skin? How will the skin react?
That's a nice question. So basically, how the skin will react, you'll have acne. Sometimes unaona mtu amenunua skincare na venye skincare ni expensive. Oh my goodness, it's so expensive, like even up to 50,000, lakini bado iron out shida zetu.
So the problem might be the system, right?
Yes.
Okay, so mtu anaweza kaa poa, mtu anaweza kaa fit na bado kuna shida ya lymphatic cleansing. Mambo na either if we don't have acne, maybe kuna mambo na digestion, mambo na constipation, mambo na anything. You can look fit, but you have a problem with the system.
Yes, because basically the whole lymphatic system it's very engaging in both the digestion process and the digestion process. So the digestion process is the process of taking out poop. Poop. Yeah, that is the digestion process. Now the digestion process is whereby you take in substances that are broken down by the body into smaller particles that can be reabsorbed by the body. That's how we define digestion.
Yeah.
So how will you know? Yes, you can be fit, but bado you're struggling with a lot of upsets, stomach upsets, constipation. Reason being, probably yes, you're eating, but your shit ikienda kwa rectum, the water is being reabsorbed back in the body. Reason being, maji yenye iko kwa system bado haitoshi venye inafaa. Ama the whole reabsorption process by the kidneys haiko smooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe can lymphatic cleansing connect na hii mambo na when you wake up in the morning you feel like bloated ama unasikia umeshiba, usikii like kukula, you get is it connected with lymphatic cleansing bado?
Yes, because stomach inatumikanga kama digestion ya proteins. And the reason is unaweza pata mtu ako na kitambi. Let me just help you understand how the digestion of starch and proteins works. So for the starch, it takes 1 to 2 hours to be broken down by the help of an enzyme called salivary amylase. In the stomach, proteins is broken down in 3 to 4 hours by pepsin. So basically, if kuna mafuta mingi kwa tumbo iko clogged, inakaa kama sewage. Unaona venye sewage ikiwa imeclog mahali inatonga bubbles. Sasa tumbo yako inakanga hivyo iko na mafuta mob. So inakaa hivyo mbona? One, hakuna hiyo uchafu haitoki. Juu hakuna digestion process iko clear. Secondly, kuna ufuta kwa tumbo. Bado iko broken down. Sawa, umepiga tizi. Umeenda choo kweli kababa? Kama umeenda choo kweli leo? Hapana. Unaona sasa? Unapiga tizi, yes, una generate your energy, but are you removing whatever is generating the energy? So basically utapata uko na kitambi lakini unaendanga gym kudu. Yeah.
So we've talked about bloating, acne. Those are the side effects, ama tuseme those are the effects that show your lymphatic system is maybe clogged ama nini, sindio? So can we know how to solve it, how to make them work? Kwa sababu people obviously are focusing on the solutions. Si kila mahali you can go and talk to someone, mwambie mse siendi choo vizuri. Mse nasikia nimeamka tumbo imefura. Na si maybe some of us people are not living in an environment where they can express themselves. Maybe nakaa peke yangu, nakaa na wazazi male, you get. So hata wewe mwenyewe male unakaa na wasichana and then unashindwa utamwambia aje mom pia ama sister yako tumbo imefura msee ama siendi choo vizuri. Na solution watakwambia maybe ulikula vibaya, ulikula nini, they will not talk about it in depth, ndio. So can we see the solutions ama can we see how we are going to go about it?
Yes. So fundamentally, for you to be able to have a very circulative lymphatic system, you can engage yourself in things like exercises, of which sio kila mtu anafanyanga exercise, na tuambiane ukweli. Siku hizi watu wengi analia sana juu mental health, lakini ukikimbia ndio uta realize physical health yako ndio iko at stake.
Si kuna hizi step up ama ile app ya
sasa, lakini hizo unatembea hadi town unadanganya watu tunataka tizi kwa ground mtu yangu.
But sasa average ama work yenye mtu na at least inaweza cater for the exercise. Unajua si kila mtu, kuna watu wa 9 to 5 ni nini hawapati hiyo time ya waking up and then doing exercise.
Exactly.
Ama mtu hauna space. Pia unaweza kuwa unaishi na kwa bed sitter.
Ukiinua
mkono na miguu umegonga sufuria.
Space haijai kwa issue. Issue ni venye una navigate aje. Sawa, hakuna fine. Ume create nini? Within your vicinity umedu. You get? Space haiwezi kwa limiting. Wewe umejiwekea kwa
exercise is not just exercise.
Yeah, kwa sababu yes, people need to understand these exercises for certain reasons. Kuna exercise ya ku strengthen mwili. Kuna exercise ya flexibility. Kuna exercise probably ya kukua bodybuilder. Kuna mtu anataka ku body sculpting. Unajua hizi vitu zote zifanani, strength training. Hizi vitu zote zifanani, lakini watu wengi ndio nakwambia mimi nataka kwanza gym, sawa, chonjo. Lakini hujakaa chini kwanza hujasema by the way nataka kuenda gym kwa sababu ku lose weight, sawa. Lakini tuangalie, tuanze tu story, tuangalie vizuri. At a very like a very observant angle, you'll notice that yes, you're eating but you're not going to the toilet. That is simply it. And why lymphatic system is actually not discussed a lot, it's because people don't literally think this is one of the ways. One of the other, back to your question, you asked me some of the ways. One is exercising. The other one is dry brushing, just taking like a brush and then you just put dry brush too. There's also movement. There's also hydration. There's something we're not going to discuss, that is doing lymphatic cleansing through use of herbs.
That I think that will be kind of one of the simplest ways of maneuvering about the lymphatic cleansing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
but now you have to have a specific brush, though. You have to have a softer brush. Usijisugue ni kama unasugua kala. Ai, kwani ni bleaching?
Okay, so apart from, we have said exercise, motion, brushing, we are going next to herbs, right?
Okay, no problem.
So what is herbs? What is like the traditional herbs? Are we talking about the herbs zile za kienyeji? What are we talking about herbs when we say herbs is used in lymphatic cleansing?
So basically, these are herbs that were used that were actually from our grandmother's kitchens before the foreign solutions were introduced to us. That is the whole idea of indoctrination, and oh my goodness, westernization made us lose our culture.
I mean, we are African,
man. It's a whole concept that if you actually have a very close look to it, you will notice it was used repetitively. It was used to help people just cure inflammation. You're having tumbo inakusumbua, meza maji ya chumvi, kesho uko sawa. You see, like hizi ni vitu watu waliacha. Tunaanza kuletewa dawa za wazungu, sawa, zimekuja, lakini mbona zinatumaliza?
Sasa sahi unapewa, you have a headache and then you are given Panadol extra. Let me say like something like that. You are given Panadol extra na wanaandika in 15 minutes you're okay. You are bloating. You are given Eno. sijui in 15 minutes you're okay. So like what's the magic behind that? Ama what's the difference between the older herbs that are stronger up to now with a new modern medicine that we are given?
Nice. That's actually a very interesting question, and thank you for having that approach. So I'm gonna give my perspective on that. So mimi nikiangalia vizuri naona hizo foreign solutions ndo zinatuletea shida. Ukiangalia mtu akitumia herbs kujiponya iko na long term effects. Because basically najua nikikunywa tangawizi imenedi katoa hizo vitu, hizo pathogens zenye ziko zinataka kukua zote zitatoka tu. Sasa hii dawa ya mzungu sawa imekuja, nikikunywa itaenda iclog probably ovary yangu. Nimemeza dawa juu probably umango na cramps. Nimemeza inaenda inafunga ovary yangu, sitawahi jifungua tena. Sasa nimejisaidia mama, nimejimaliza.
Okay. Maybe sasa about the drugs, maybe they are local labs sasa they are targeting into specific shida. You get so unaumwa na wapi, unaumwa na kidney, unaumwa na sijui wapi. So you have been taken you have been given the drug to take, right? So after taking the drug, obviously there's some remains, the residue, tuseme residue. Where does it go? Ama does even the drug, the whole drug, is it going to be in use? Ama ni nini ndio umesema it can cause an effect, right? Yeah. So comparison na effect yake for the herbs and for the modern medicine.
So for herbs, nikiangalia, one, it's being grown from the soil. So basically, if something is nurtured by nature, I don't think it can kill, because I believe it's not harmful. It's gonna be gradual. Yeah, but compared to something just made from a lab, I don't know what chemicals you just kept in. Fine, you kept this, but I'm allergic to this chemical. How sure am I that this chemical haitanipea long-term effects? Probably inanifanya, like there's someone I know anameza dawa za diabetes, lakini dawa za diabetes ileta shida ya kidney. Unaona? Whereas ukicompare na herbs, ukicompare na herbs kama okra iko na insulin, inasaidianga kubalance insulin ndio hiyo makamasi yake. People with diabetes are usually told to take foods with high fibers ndio iweze kubalance insulin. Same thing to every human, even a female. Unapaswa kunywa hizi vitu ziko na high fibers juu ya sukari. So ukiangalia hiyo retro perspective, you're like trying to compare the advantages of both. You're like, I'd rather go the herbal way. I mean, something from the soil cannot kill us. It's supposed, nature nurtures. I mean, it's in the word, nature nurtures. I cleanse naturally, I thrive fully.
Okay. Maybe sahi, how you said colonization and stuff have affected us, because sahi nikitoka hapa nje nitapatana na chemist karibu 50 zimepangana line and stuff, na sahi kutafuta hizo mambo na herbs ni nini, it is rare. You get ni kama yani it is rare to find them. Na bado sijauliza about the prices, if they ime high kama ni nini, but sasa how can they know sasa we are using these herbs, this is okay? The modern medicine is not, it's not okay, because sasa we can't prove that. We are not the doctors themselves who made it, but how can we tell them like it is okay to try herbs? Na it's not a lot of work, because sahi neza toka sinibai nini dawa hapo nje. Sasa how can I know neza katu hivi I go and buy the herbs? Ama how does the herb thing, what is herbs sasa to you, to live connected to lymphatic cleansing?
Sasa for me herbs ni nisema ni vitu zinasaidia ku enhance more lymphatic flow. That you mentioned kuna chemist mingi, lakini tuambiane ukweli, si pesa ya chemist ni pesa mingi. I mean dawa ya chemist ni expensive compared na herb.
Kwanza siku hizi health is just expensive. You being sick si sahi price ime high, lazima ukuwe na shama shift ni gani? Sahi hatuwezi tumia wazazi because we are older, the comprehensive sijui kuna alliance sijui ni nini, so we can't use our parents' cards. Sahi we have to cater for our own. You must stay healthy.
Manze.
Healthy is rich.
Manze, health is wealth, but on a budget still can work. Sindio?
Yeah.
So venye hiyo swali ni kujibu, venye mimi na find herbs more outstanding. Ni the fact that herbs ni kitu nikienda kwa soko naweza pata. Hata nikiona chwani naweza pata. Na inaweza sort shida zangu long term. Hizi solutions nataka kuintroduce kwa mili yangu. Sijui itaka for how long. But no maana having herbs is a very healthy recommendation because ni kitu inakusaidia, inakujenga na inakupea hiyo like una thrive.
Okay, so what are the examples of the herbs? Not to mention specifically what does this, what does this. What are just the examples? Ndo wasikae tu wakisema what is this herbs?
Sasa kuna herbs kama moringa. Moringa is also very outstanding. Juu iko na like 9 proteins. It's a protein based plant. Iko na 9 amino acids. And it's also called a miracle plant because it has very rich vitamin C. Na inasaidianga, it has also chlorogenic acids. That is moringa for you. And oh my goodness, I love me a hibiscus cup of tea. Why? Hibiscus inasaidianga na collagen, inasaidia uso unakaa vizuri. I mean, hizi ni vitu ukijua chuo huwezi kosa na hata na chwani. Unaona? It's just a matter of just deciding, you know, this is what I want. I am committed to my health and I'm in full control of my health. And if I am really in full control, if I want it, I can go for it. I mean, it's not something I have to negotiate. Why?
Okay, so can you just tell us simple routine, like a simple routine one can do? Just a simple routine.
Yeah, simple routine one can do is one, you can drink waters that are spice infused by specific spices. If you want to achieve a certain goal, you can have smoothies too that are helping you detox your body. So what you're gonna do is you can also, once we start having our ebooks, we're gonna share with you some of the smoothie recipes that you can be incorporating in your diet to help you lose weight, to help you become more flexible, and to help you improve yourself generally.
Next, we are going to talk about emotional weight. So how does lymphatic cleansing connect with weight and our emotions?
Oh, that's a very nice question. Definitively, how both of them correlate is emotions are controlled by the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, it's also controlled by something we call the limbic system. So basically the whole correlation, if there's no clarity, you tend to have something called lack of emotional clarity, whereby you may be bitter, things are not bambaying you in your environment, like things are not really appealing in your environment, things are not really standing out because the kind of brain fog you're experiencing, it doesn't allow you to have that upper level experience, that first-hand experience of how things are like, yes, in real form, in real existence.
Okay, that's nice. And that will mark our end of today's conversation. Catch us next topics. What we had said, we're going to be talking about femininity, masculinity.
Yeah, the whole thing of being grounded. Probably if you're trying to find yourself, darling, this is the right channel to always, locking in every time, just catch up every time on Threaded Realities. We're going to be holding your hand, walking with you step by step until you really find yourself grounded, healed. And yeah, we tell truths that are unapologetic, unmuted. You can also catch us on our platforms, our social media platforms, that is TikTok,
Instagram, and also YouTube at DetoxiSpice. So you can find us on our personals. If you want a personal contact, you can find me, June Kogei, email Dazzler June Kogei, Instagram June Kogei, TikTok Dazzler. Yeah.
In case one wants to interact, engage, or probably keep this conversation going, you can also reach me out on my platforms, which is at Instagram, Sheen and TikTok will be Sheen, and we can connect, interact, and see you in the next podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.